I really love journaling. And yeah, there's like, I'm surprised. Like, I talk to a lot of my friends about it, and they don't really do it like as much as I do, or like they're not that into it. So I guess, yeah, I wanted to like just do a little video and talk about how I've been journaling for about 10 years. Um, yeah, like how did it all get started? I think I've always journaled, like as a kid, like I've always journaled. But I really shudder to think like where those journals are and all the stuff I was writing in there. But I think it really, I guess if you want to say like the real beginning was probably like 2016. So that was kind of the first time I'd seen a Hobonichi. Like I'd never heard of it before. I think I saw it probably on like a design blog, but like the company Hobonichi, I think it started in 1998 years. It's 18 years after that. So yeah, like I don't know. I feel like it was popular in 2016, but I don't think it's as popular as it is now. Like I think right now it's like really popular. So what happened was I think I really wanted it. I saw it on a design blog, but the shipping was pretty expensive. So I was in Sydney at the time, so it had to get sent from Japan. Like I think I didn't know where it was being stocked, if it was being stocked anywhere in Sydney. So I had to order it from Japan. And yeah, geez, I probably could have, because I also went to Japan. Did I buy it in Japan? No, I didn't buy it in Japan because there was like a Japan trip planning. No, I didn't buy it in Japan. I bought it in Sydney, and I actually asked my manager because the shipping was like pretty expensive. I think it was like $20. Like at the time, it seemed really expensive because the book was also, I want to say it was under $30. So if I paid for like the book and the shipping would have been like $50. So I asked my manager, I was like, hey, do you know this? Do you want one as well? Like if you get one, we can split the shipping. And he was like, yeah, okay, sure, I'll do that. And so we both got one. And honestly, like I love it. Like I thought it was like a super cool like item. I thought it was just the design as well, because I'm like a graphic designer. So like I was like, well, the design is really nice, like the grid, this alternating between gray and red, the moon phase, the little calendar here, these quotes. Like I was like, this is so amazing. And also I guess the paper, right? The Tomoe River paper. And yeah, I guess I never used paper like that before. So it was really cool. But to be honest, I didn't even really use I didn't use a fountain pen or anything. So I don't actually know if it was necessary for me, if it's wasted on me. And what I wanted to do with it, so funny, because I look back now, like I desperately wanted to draw what I was eating daily. Like that was kind of like what I wanted to get it for. And I'd never actually, I don't think I'd ever seen like a day to a page sort of journal before. Like usually, when you get like a planner type journal, it has like a week to a page and it has all the days. And yeah, there's like, it's not a day to a page. So I was like, that's like, for me, that was such a cool concept. And so I got this and I was like doing a lot of this, yeah, like drawing what I ate, It's like I was eating Afghan bread. And yeah, I'm sorry about these Post-its. I have to find like, I guess, safe, non-incriminating journal entries. Like I see people do journal entries and like I just don't know. I could never do a journal entry. Like I just think all my journal entries, like even now, like reading it back, I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's like, like mega cringe. And just very personal. Like the things you write in there, I think can end up being really personal. So yeah. I was drawing these kinds of things. What else is there? That's like not incriminating. Oh yeah, I had a bunch of like tickets that I put in from that year of travel. I don't know where that's from. Maybe Prague. Yeah, and so there were days where I didn't write anything. So yeah, like I'm not like super serious about it. I'm not like, oh, if I miss a page, I'll go back and redo it. It's not that serious. If I miss it, then I miss it. But I think towards the end, I was definitely drawing what I ate less. Like that was kind of going away. But I still really liked doing that. And so I actually ended up going to Japan at the end of this year. yeah, I think it was the end of this year. So maybe that's what that Japan planning was. I'm not sure. Oh, I really liked doing the drawings here as well. I'm pretty sure I saw someone on Instagram drawing in the months, because I also like, I only use it to plan holidays. So there was always kind of like months that were empty. And so yeah, like I really love that. I should do that. I should do that again. But yeah, I went to Japan in 2016 and there were just so many other planners, you know. So I ended up getting this Nolte planner. Yeah, this is the Nolte planner. And this is like a really cool planner. Like, let me just go to a non-incriminating page. I think this is a non-incriminating page. I was drawing what I ate and writing. And yeah, I don't know. I like, even just looking back, it's so interesting. Like the entries that are in here, like I completely forgot everything that happened. Like this was like Angela Merkel visited our office. So I was like working, I still am working in Berlin, and this was, yeah, Angela Merkel visited our office. We were like a startup and it was just like such a funny day, you know? So like completely forgot that happened. And I also completely forgot that I used to draw like this. Like I was just drawing like very like tight, sort of very small drawings. Like I don't really draw like this anymore. But yeah, like I'm definitely, I don't know. I think I'm looser than this. And yeah, look, I was also keeping like a budget. Yeah, like what was that? What was I spending that day? I mean, it's kind of the same, right? I'm spending like 20 euros a day. Yeah, so that was kind of what I was doing. I think, yeah, like I'm so interested why I was like so, like I was writing so small. I guess I was probably trying to fill like with the dot grid, and the dot grid is pretty small. Let me try to find a page where you can kind of see the dot grid where I didn't write anything. So here's like one that you can see. It was a pretty cool layout. Sorry about that. It's a pretty cool layout. It has like a line and then like a small like tiny dot grid. And so what I thought I would do is I would write to-dos here and then write like draw what I ate and then write about the day. So that was kind of my goal with that, which I think I did. And it was I think it was a good year, like a good year of, you know, like I was pretty consistent. Like obviously there's always going to be days that like I miss, but I was like pretty consistent. See, I talked about what I wore, kind of pretty, like looking back, pretty cutesy, I think, pretty cute. And I also just put in like, I think these were just cards, goodbye cards, birthday cards, and things like that. So I just kind of keep those all together there as well. So after this, I wasn't sure what I was going to do because I got this in Japan and this was not being sold anywhere like in Berlin. So I thought that I would probably go back to the Hobonichi because I still really love like a day to a page. Like I thought that was really cool. And so I was gonna buy it and I was telling everybody at work about it. I was like, hey, does everybody know the Hobonichi? It's so cool. I'm probably gonna get one. And I ended up leaving the workplace. Like I left that job and then they gifted it to me, which was so sweet of them. Because I think at that time, like it ended up being like $40 maybe. Like I think it's like $40, 40 euros for this book. And so even though it lasts a whole year, it's kind of good value. It's not bad value, but like it is, like it's expensive, I think, you know. It was expensive for me at the time. So yeah, it was really nice of them to buy that for me. And yeah, I was doing like, I really liked, this was a really good year for journaling. Like I did a lot of stuff. I was sticking in a lot of things. So like, I don't know, I liked the drawings that I was doing. I thought they were like really, really cute. See, I was going on a trip. I went to New York. Yeah, so this was like a really, really cute one. I love doing this in the months because, you know, because I'm not a big planner. So I always have the months free and I love doing that in the months. Yeah, so where are we at here? So yeah, this is kind of how I was doing it. I wasn't really filling the page though. Like I'm kind of like looking back now, I thought I would have filled the page more. And I think there were days probably where I did fill the page like a little bit more. But obviously this is just like a filler page. And I think I ate more than this, you know? I think these were just like, I was just trying to fill the page. Yeah, so here are some other things and like just drawings. And I also just use like, I used it as like a to-dos as well. So I was pretty, yeah, and experimenting around with just different pens and seeing what I liked. Yeah, there are days that I just didn't fill in, but I love it. Like I really, really love it as a, like it's just a really great piece of graphic design, you know, like I think as an item, so nice. So yeah, and I think that was kind of it. I was pretty consistent this year, I think. And so then what happened after this year, 2018? This is 2018. I think I moved to this. I moved to a Leuchtturm 1917 A5. And I think the reason that I did this was like pretty organic. It all happened pretty organically. I bought this in, I want to say, so I bought this in the spring of 2018. Oh yes, I went to New York. I bought this at the MoMA. And this is like a special Leuchtturm actually, which is funny because Leuchtturm is like a German brand, but I ended up buying in New York. And this one has like this red edge. I don't know, I hope that's clear. And it also has like these red dots. So this is which is different to what they usually have. Usually they have gray dots. So it's a special edition. And I got it because I wanted to do, I guess, like work kind of things, like UX design kind of things in there. I don't know, that's like short-lived, and then I was just kind of doodling, just doing kind of like graphic design things in here. I was also just there was also like bits that were kind of also observational, like about kind of what I ate that day, what the plane was like. Yeah, just kind of doodling. And eventually, oh yeah, this was like a art museum that I went to, or a museum, yeah, an art museum. And eventually I think I got sick of it. Like I kind of got sick of using it, and it slowly transitioned into a journal, like organically. Because I guess if I was using it to go to the art gallery, I would just write about that, and eventually, you know, it kind of, you're just writing about your day. So I think, at what point does it totally transition? I think soon. Yeah, this one. Like it's so light. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, so here as well, like I was just drawing. I think I went to like kind of like an exhibition center, and maybe this is probably not what I ate. I probably just drew this from Pinterest, and then I was also there and I wrote about what happened, and yeah, eventually it kind of becomes a journal. And yeah, like I was just like, okay, let's just transition it into a journal. And so what I was doing was like stamping the dates in here. And yeah, like, so I was splitting the day. So it's like, if you do that, because it's a pretty big journal, pretty big notebook, like you can kind of get like a lot of days in there. And so it was pretty much enough for a whole year, because, you know, you're splitting it into two. Because I think it's like maybe like 250 pages. And if you kind of break it in half, yeah, that's like 500 days. So yeah, so it's like plenty of space, and I loved it. Like, yeah, I could write like what happened, and then I also can write what I ate. And because there's just so much space, like you can just, yeah, like experiment, do things. Yeah, I really liked it. I really liked this format. Yeah, I don't know, not much to say. I think though, in the end, it was getting too big. So that's probably what happened. Like I was like, I want something a bit smaller. I don't want to like, yeah, have it be so big. And so I think I bought, okay, so the next one I got was, I think, so this was 2019. And then the next one I got was this one. So this was like, yeah, 2020 COVID. I think this was a really unintentional purchase. Like I wish I had, this is McQuill Reus. I wish I had kind of thought about it a little bit more, because, I mean, it was also hard to know because I'm pretty sure I bought it online. probably from like Amazon or something. I think it was inexpensive, so that was kind of something that I wanted, something inexpensive so I could just not be precious with it. And what I didn't like was that it didn't sit flat, you know, and so eventually that kind of got a bit annoying. Like even looking at it now, I'm like tempted to get another one. I'm like tempted to get another one, but no, I have like a bunch of notebooks that I have to use, so I'm not gonna get another one. But I think again, because it's so like big and chunky, like it's so big and chunky, you can kind of experiment and do things, so you're not as precious with the paper, which I really like. You know, I like not being precious with it. So I was doing things. Yeah, like what's going on here? Like, yeah, like I forgot to take it and I think I just printed it out and like stuck it in because I did end up journaling that day. I wonder if there's anything. No, nothing there. And then, yeah, I was also still kind of drawing like what I ate. I think it's fun. I think my days are definitely, yeah, like I think food kind of makes a big play. And then I was also mixing it as well with kind of drawings that I was doing at the art gallery. Yeah, so just going to the art gallery, drawing things. There's so much space, so you don't feel like, yeah, like you have to be specific about it or anything. Yeah, oh, this is funny. Oh God, like completely forgot that this happened. Yeah, so yeah, like a pretty like interesting book. I wouldn't get it again, I think, because they're just like, I think there's other things that I like more. And so I think I thought it was very chunky, and I guess because it was chunky, it was also very like compact, you know? So I think I ended up, what did I do after this? So this is 2020. So 2021, I feel was maybe a year that I did not journal, if that's possible. I think, yeah, like I didn't really, or maybe this actually goes up until, maybe this was like, yeah, like what, how far does this go? This goes to December 2020. And then this one kind of just starts, I think maybe I just stopped journaling that whole, like 2021, there's no journal for 2021. So I think I picked it up again in, I want to say 2022. Yeah, and I went back to a Leuchtturm. I'm not 100% sure how I came about this or how I decided to go back. But yeah, like I have to like, yeah, like this is what I did. So I think this one I felt like I was pretty intentional with because it starts as a journal and I just stamped like every day, like pretty much in it. So like I was pretty sure that I was going to use this, and I think I was excited to just kind of spread out again, you know? And yeah, like this is how I was journaling. It's pretty utilitarian. Like I wasn't really drawing much anymore for some reason. So I think that whole year of 2021, like I didn't journal, and I must have just gotten, yeah, out of the habit. Kind of curious how I like, yeah, took a whole year off of it. The whole year is like completely foreign to me now. And so, yeah, I think there were days that I forgot and I stuck it in, but then there were also days that I didn't have anything to write, so I didn't do it. But yeah, like, I don't know. The Leuchtturm is really nice. I do think this size is like a little bit too big for me. It is a little bit too big for me. And so I would actually prefer like the B6 size, which is what I have, and will probably use that at some point for journaling. And so in the end, I ended up going back to like a Hobonichi because I went to Japan in 2024. 2024, do I have? Oh, no, actually, wait. So this is actually what I did for 2024. Just before I go back to that. 2024, I used the Midori MD, which I really, really like. Love Midori MD. Like this, the paper's really nice. I think the form factor, like this size is really good. Yeah, let me just try to find like a safe spread. I think because it was, I don't know, like I felt very casual, like compared to the Leuchtturm. I could just kind of experiment in it. And I was doing things like movies that I watched. That was like a big year of watching movies. So I was watching like so many movies. And also, this is generally what the journaling looked like. You know, like if you have like big days, you can just write big days. And yeah, like it was just very flexible. It was very flexible. And I think, yeah, like I didn't pre-stamp anything. So I felt like I could just kind of do whatever. And I don't know, I think that format actually works so well for me. And yeah, so these were kind of just the things that I was doing. It is, however, like pretty small. So because it's so small, I finished, I think it went from February to November. So I had to make one. I had to make these little supplement books for November. And I also made one for December, which I didn't finish, which is kind of, it's okay as well. I also went on a trip. These are all just little notebooks that I make. Sometimes I make my own notebooks. Yeah, I was in Japan in 2024. So I made this like just sort of junk journal, I guess, you know, just kind of, yeah, like things that I collected there and what happened and things like that. Stamps, that's like a big thing in Japan. And look at this cute, like little label. So cute. Yeah, so that was pretty much it. And then, yeah, so I was in Japan this year, like in 2024. And what I ended up doing was I wanted to try the Hobonichi again. Like there was just so much content, you know, there was so much content about the Hobonichi that it kind of just made me want to try it again. And I ended up getting the Hobonichi avec because I just thought that I would be traveling so much that I would need to split it up because I didn't want to carry like one giant book around, when the reality is it's not like a giant book. Like I probably should have just got this and not split it into two. It's fine though, like I don't mind. But yeah, now that I think about it, I don't love the way the avec feels. I feel like it's very what would you say? It's very it makes it feel flimsy, you know, because it's small. I don't know. I'm not sure how to describe it. Because the MD is also small, but I don't know. Yeah. What I don't really like now is the day to a page. Like I don't really journal like that anymore. Sometimes it's not enough. Sometimes it's too much. And so like, I felt like I ended up, you know, yeah, like, oh, this is just, I think it's like I can write stuff at the back. Yeah, like there's just not enough space. There's also not enough space at the back for like writing things, because I do like to write things at the back. And so I just end up kind of writing things and things like this in these lists. But yeah, like I wish there was just like a little bit more paper. So maybe like, oh, I don't know, I'm really tempted to try like the Hobonichi weeks, like really tempted. But yeah, like I've realized, yeah, I don't really journal like this anymore. So it doesn't actually suit my needs. So unfortunately, I'm kind of waiting for the year to be finished, which is like such a bummer. But I'm wondering if I should just kind of hop out of it and into something else. But I feel like it's such a waste, right? Such a waste. And it feels like, yeah, like weird to just kind of like, oh, I want to like jump out of it. But yeah, like I guess that's kind of, yeah, like the point. And like it's just very interesting because I was definitely influenced by social media to get back into the Hobonichi. And yeah, like I guess, I mean, I think, yeah, like if you want to kind of journal like that if you journal like that in a very sort of linear day to a page kind of way, like I think it makes sense. But I don't really journal like that anymore. So sometimes something will happen, there'll be like an event, and I actually want to like reflect on it like a week later. But then it kind of feels weird that I'm writing about it, you know, like I'm writing about it on a day that it didn't happen, you know, because there's just no sort of wiggle room. So I definitely think I need like a more flexible kind of setup. And what I was also doing in addition to this was keeping a habit tracker. So I keep a habit tracker in this Leuchtturm1917 A6. And I don't know, I've been really enjoying this. Like I got back into drawing what I was eating. Like I stopped doing that for like a while. And so now I got back into it. And yeah, like I love this. Like I think this is so much fun. So like also like my drawing style has changed a lot. Like just what I was drawing and just what I was tracking. Yeah, like I was kind of, yeah, like tracking my runs and stuff. Like these were like the things that I was doing. And obviously, I don't know, it always starts off really strong and then eventually it becomes less strong. But yeah, like I don't know, I've been really loving this, like just drawing what I was eating and using this. And I think this is like, yeah, this was so much fun. So I want to like keep doing that. And yeah, like I guess I wish I could combine them into like one book as opposed to kind of having two books, but I don't really carry them around anyway, so I think it's fine. But yeah, like let me know if you have any questions.